You want to know how to survive the holidays with that narcissist in your life? Well, stay tuned because you are not going to want to miss this video. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung. I am a lawyer. I am a narcissist negotiation expert. And before we go any further, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell because I upload new content, new videos every single day. And if you want to survive living with a narcissist, dealing with toxic personalities in your life, you will want to make sure you stick around. Okay, so holidays are coming up, and maybe you have a toxic personality in your life and you want to know, how are you going to survive the holidays? Because narcissists are the worst during the holidays. And why is that? Why are they always the worst during the holidays? Well, they're the worst during the holidays because they love to get narcissistic supply. That's what they live for. That's their food. That's their lifeblood. That is their oxygen. And during the holidays, they have to act the worst during the holidays because then they can get more attention for themselves, and they hate when everybody else is getting attention. So they want to act up during the holidays, so that's what they do. And so how are you going to survive the holidays? Okay, so for one thing, if you've got children with a narcissist, especially if you are in a divorce situation, make sure you have a specific parenting plan. If it's a temporary situation, you really want to make sure you have a written parenting plan in place, even if it's a temporary parenting plan. Specificity, the more specificity that you can have, the better it's going to be for you. And what I mean by that is not like some sort of like, oh, we're going to have Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. I'm talking about specifics, dates, times, hours, minutes, exact who's picking up, who, where, which house, in front of the curb. The more specificity you can have, the more peaceful it will be for your life, because the more gray area that you have, that's when it gets all crazy for you. So I would have a very, very specific parenting plan in place and in writing. And if it is in writing and it gets violated, make sure that you file that motion for contempt, file that motion to enforce. Don't let them get away with anything. And don't be afraid to file that motion to enforce or for contempt, because the narcissist has been conditioning you for a really long time, and you have to start conditioning them back. You have to let them know there's a new game in town, and the new game in town is that you are stronger now. The not so secret is that the narcissist is actually way more afraid of you than you are of them. They just don't want you to know it. So you're letting them know incrementally, little by little, that you are stronger now, that you're no longer going to take it. And they don't want you to know that. And so just start standing up to them a little bit at a time, and you'll start to see they're not going to like it at first, but it's okay. You're going to start to see that things are going to start to shift for you in that way. All right. So make sure you have a really, really specific parenting plan in place. The next thing is go gray rock. And what I mean by that is you just don't allow any kind of emotion. You don't allow yourself to be triggered. Don't take their bait. They're going to try to trigger you. You're not going to take it. You're just going to be like, okay, I see that you are throwing things my way. I'm not taking your bait. Oh, that's nice that you just said that thing to me. Oh, I'm just seeing it go by. I see what you're doing. It's almost like you're watching the news. When I was a kid, dodgeball was a thing. I used to see the ball go by, it hit the wall. I'm not engaging with you in this conversation. I'm not allowing you to trigger me. I'm just seeing it happen, because a lot of times they're going to try to trigger you. They're going to try to engage you in things. And remember, especially with text messages, emails, things like that, not only are they trying to trigger you, they're trying to get you and goad you into saying things in text or an email that they're going to use against you. Remember, being with a narcissist is like getting arrested. Anything you say or do will eventually be used against you. So, be very, very careful about that. And by the way, I have a whole video on how to respond to narcissist text messages. Definitely check out my video on that. Don't get too emotional. So, definitely do not allow yourself to be triggered. Okay. The next thing is use self-care methods. Take care of yourself, especially if you are spending the holidays alone or you feel like you're alone. Take care of yourself. Use breathing methods. Take care of yourself. Drink your tea. Remember who you are. Don't take things personally. Remember that the narcissist is a traumatized, hurt person. Hurt people hurt people. Remember that that's what you're dealing with. So really, that's number 4. Remember who you're dealing with. They are a traumatized, hurt person. You have to consider the source of what it is that you're dealing with and who it is that you're dealing with. You can't take things personally. One of the books that I absolutely love is The 4 Agreements, and it's 4 agreements that you make with yourself. And, one of the agreements is that you never take things personally, because the way people treat other people is always a direct reflection of the way they feel about themselves. And when people go after other people and say things about other people, it's always fear-based. People are always motivated by either fear or love. And so when they go after people and they say things about people that are hurtful or not so nice or whatever, it's always, always, always fear-based. You just have to consider the source, right? As my dad always used to say, consider the source. So, remember who you're dealing with and consider that source. And say to yourself, a mantra: I'm stronger than they are. And I want you to put that in the comments right now. I'm stronger than they are. I'm stronger than they are. Because that is the absolute truth. You are. They don't want you to know that, but you actually are. I mean, they have no sense of self. They absolutely don't. And, that's why they try to layer on all this external stuff all the time. That's why they're trying to put people down all the time to try to make themselves feel better, because they're so insecure all the time. They wouldn't treat people so poorly constantly, so hostilely, if they felt good about themselves inside. The only reason why they treat people badly is because they feel terrible about themselves inside. So consider the source and write down, I'm stronger than they are, because you absolutely are. All right. So that's how you're going to survive the holidays with that narcissist. And remember that you absolutely are stronger than they are. Take care of yourself. Never leave your thoughts unsupervised, by the way. I don't. That's part of your self-care methods. Listen to Audible, some kind of great books on Audible, or listen to YouTube videos if you need to. Do whatever you need to keep your vibrational thoughts as high as you possibly can, and keep your thoughts programmed, because what the input is keeps your output good as well. So those are my pieces of advice for you for surviving holidays with a narcissist. And for all of you out there, defend your light with your life. And I wish you lots of light and love during this beautiful holiday season. And remember to grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com if you haven't already done that. Join my free private Facebook group at Narcissist Negotiators if you haven't already done that. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that you're part of this community. Remember that today is always a great day to start negotiating your best life. I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm so happy to have you here, and namaste.